Samantha from Scrapmaster's Paradise, and today is another Sunday Scoop. This is our first Sunday Scoop before Christmas. I just can't believe Christmas is already here. And then, it's the end of the year, so we're moving on to 2014. So before I get to all of my news and updates for this week, when I was talking about my New Year's resolutions for my business side of things, I went ahead and filmed my life stuff. So I've got that for you now. I want to talk about my life goals. And I'm actually filming this a week ahead, but I wanted to go ahead and film it while it was fresh on my mind, and I just printed out my thing. Last week I told you guys my professional goals, and these are my life goals. So they're more personal, and let's just dive right in. I've got quite a few of them. So my first one is continue to make healthy food choices. And my husband and I have been on a healthy food kick. We've been trying to eat more whole foods, less processed foods, eating healthier snacks, and we've done so well doing more whole grains and more vegetables and smaller portion sizes for meats and stuff. And I've been doing really good with smaller portion size for snacks and that type of thing. So I just want to continue making even more great food choices. I've written a couple of notes under this big bullet point. One is more completely from scratch meals. I end up making almost all of our meals, but a lot of times I use some ready-made cheater item included in the meal. They're not all completely from scratch out of Whole Foods. For instance, I like those cream of stuff soups, so anytime there's a recipe that calls for one of those, I don't make anything like that from scratch. I just use the can of stuff, and I know that stuff's so bad for you. It's got bad stuff in it, but it's just super easy. So I'm going to work on not using cream of crud soups and make my own type of roux and things like that. Also use less canned things. Like I like canned tomatoes and canned pasta sauces, and I pick the healthier ones of those because a lot of those have sugar added to those and things like that, and I try to stay away from stuff like that. So I still try to buy the nice ones, but I could do better about, buying just the tomato paste in the tube or in the can and making my whole sauce from scratch, or stewing my own tomatoes, So I want to do more of that type of thing. And then my next part of the eating healthy is I want to eat more fruits, and I am just so bad about eating fruits. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, and I find a lot of fruits are really, really sweet. So I tend not to eat very much fruit. I tend to grab veggies way more, and if I want something sweet, I want something chocolatey and bad for you and all that stuff, so I rarely think, oh, I'll grab some fruit. And the only exception to that is I like some dried fruits, and I know those are even sweeter than real fruit, but it's just like a texture thing. Fruit has to be really cold and not mushy, or in a smoothie. So I'm just really particular about fruits, and I just want to add more to my diet. I know they're good for you. One thing I want to do is I want to try a 30-day sugar detox where you don't have any added sugar with anything. And doing that for 30 days kind of resets your sugar levels, where you don't crave as much sugar, even though I don't crave much sugar to begin with. I just thought it would be a good experience to try being completely sugar-free and seeing what happens. So I'm going to try to throw that in some month. I want to exercise 3 to 5 times a week, and my husband and I were so good about power walking and things like that, and we were doing that every day, but then it started getting super cold here, and we don't have any workout equipment yet, so I've been playing Just Dance on the Wii, and it's been a lot of fun, but I only do that about 3 times a week. I want to commit to at least 3, possibly more times a week. My next life goal is to take better care of myself. And by that I mean, have some downtime, have some relaxing time. It seems like I've been working so much that I've just neglected some of the things that I like reading and even painting my nails. I don't paint my nails as much. So I'm just going to work on just taking better care of myself, having a nice bubble bath here and there, using some face masks, and having at-home spa days, that type of thing. And part of that is I want to stick to a bedtime. I've just been staying up later and later. So part of that is I want to get better sleep and just stick to a bedtime, and that's the time I go to bed, so that I'm not staying up too late, which I tend to do. I really like staying up late. And my next goal is get ready for pregnancy, and I've talked about that. I'm excited to... I've got 2 dogs in here, so you might hear dogs roaming around. So I want to get ready for pregnancy. I've been losing weight, I've been exercising somewhat, I've been eating somewhat right. I started the prenatal vitamins because my doctor recommended that, and I want to plan out the nursery and get it ready somewhat. We've also started saving, just having a baby fund savings, and I want to continue to stick with that and save. And my next goal is to keep my gaming blog updated. I've been so bad about it. You guys probably don't even know I have this gaming blog, but I have a gaming blog and it has over 1.2 million visitors on it. It is a more visited blog than my crafty blog, but I never update it anymore. I play a couple of games on my iPhone, so this blog is all about just these 2 games on my iPhone, and I love these games. It's what I do actually during my downtime, is I play these games from time to time, and I just blog about them every once in a while, but I want to get better about updating it, just because it's something fun, and I really enjoy playing my little games. The next one is get my house completely organized. So we have done really well about sticking to a budget and keeping the furniture and everything that we already had, but that's basically all we have. We haven't really added to the house. We haven't really done any setting up or anything. I want to work on getting everything organized and set up the way I want it. Basically the only room that we've done anything in is the scrapbook room. The rest of it's just the furniture we came here with, and we haven't really done anything. So I want to work on that. And my last life goal is to use my planner more. I recently picked up a planner and I want to use it more. I've been using iCalendar, and that's pretty much it. I want to keep up with my house chores and my meal plans and my family calendar and all that kind of stuff in my planner. I'll show my planner to you guys in January. I'll talk a lot more about it. I've even got some planner printables in the store that you can download. They're like 99 cents, and they will help you guys stay organized too if you want to. And all of my printables are this half-size sheet of paper like these, where you can just cut them in half and punch them to fit in your planner. And this one I just folded and punched. So officially the store is on break. I put a vacation notice up, and while I will be home, I will be taking a break from working. I'm just going to spend time with my husband. He's got the whole week off, and we're going to just enjoy our time, and I'm not going to worry about work during the next week. And while I'm away, everything in the store is marked down 25% off. So if you want to do a little shopping or some after Christmas shopping during this time, then it's a great time because there's 25% off in the store. And I will start shipping everything starting January 2nd. That's when I'm going to come back from my break. I'll begin shipping. I will have blog posts the next week or so. Be watching the blog and check for those updates, and I'll post here and there on Facebook as well. Just not as much. I'm going to try to disconnect a little bit and just have some relaxation time. Speaking of relaxation time, we are working on planning our first vacation. We've never really taken a vacation, and if we did, it was always with one of our parents. So this is going to be our first all on our own vacation. We're planning it out, and we're not exactly sure where we're going yet, but that's something we're going to decide on this week so we can go ahead and budget for it. So we're really excited about that. If you could, please leave us a comment down in the comments section and let us know what your favorite vacation spot is. We're thinking about going to the beach somewhere, so if you have a favorite beach, we'd love to hear that. We're open to lots of ideas right now because we're not sure where we're going to go, but we're really excited to start planning this vacation. And so for Christmas, we're not going to be traveling at all. We're just going to be staying home. There's the 2 of us with the dogs, and we're going to Skype with some family members because it just didn't work out this year that people can come visit us. But this year it's just going to be us in our first home, so we're kind of excited to have it just us and be kind of stress-free and relaxing. It's going to be a little bit different, but we're still excited. Alright, so last week I mentioned that I got a new makeup and I didn't like it and I felt orange and it was all weird. And this week I totally changed my mind about it. I love it. I got a BB cream, and if you want to know what kind, I can tell you guys, just ask and I'll put it in the comments. But what I did the first week was I used a face brush and kind of painted it on, brushed it on, and I still tried to make it really thin, but it still felt cakey and I didn't like it. So I watched a few videos on BB creams, and I remember some people had put it on with their hands, and I got a brush so I didn't have to get my hands dirty. But I went ahead this week and applied it with my hands, and I love it. I just applied it like moisturizer. It got super thin, I didn't feel quite so orange, and I really like it. So this is something I could do every day. I kept my makeup super easy, super simple, but I just love the BB cream. It gave me such good coverage, and my skin felt soft. It just felt like putting on moisturizer. I just wanted to let you guys know, since a lot of you guys commented that you don't really like makeup either. Alright, so coming in January, I'm changing the way we do things in the store. I mentioned this about cutting back on the items that we're going to stock. So I'm not really going to stock other manufacturers' products. Basically, I just don't want to hold any kind of inventory. I'm not going to stock much. But with that being said, I am going to order from manufacturers from time to time. And when I do order from manufacturers, what I'm going to do is discount those items so that you guys can purchase them at a really good price and I don't have to hold on to them. It's going to be mutually beneficial because, one, I don't have to carry inventory, and two, you guys get a really good discount. So I recently got an order from American Crafts, and starting in January I'm going to have these items in the store. You'll just have to watch for the announcement for this, and they will be deeply discounted. So you guys will want to be there. There's not very many. I only ordered the minimum quantity of the items, so there's not many. I won't have any left over, and I will not be reordering. So that's how things are going to work from now on. If I get something in, I'm going to deeply discount it, and when it sells out, it sells out. It's just going to be kind of like a limited edition type of thing. And of course you can always buy these products from other stores. It's just I don't want to carry them all the time. So I'm just scaling back, making it super easy, and it just works with what I want to do better. So I just wanted to let you guys know in January there's going to be some good stuff coming up, good sale prices, and I'll give you guys more information when we get closer to that. Alright, so in my personal scrapbooking, I have been using the two kits that I showed you guys the last week. I got the Gossamer Blue and the Scraptastic monthly kits for their Project Life thing, and each one calls their kit a different thing. But I've been working on my scrapbook, and I've got my 2013 sitting here in front of me, and I'm going to end up spilling some cards because I had cards like sitting on top of my album here. And I'm going to just turn this around. I'm working on, I just made this card this morning for a layout, and it just said "so very needed" on the bottom, and so I put "hugs are so very needed" because the pictures we're kind of snuggling up. So I've got that I've worked on, and I'm just working on filling in my pages like so, and I'm sure you're going to get a glare on this. Not sure how much of this you can see. This is just my 2013. I'm working on filling in when we got our professional photos done. So I'm going to show you guys coming up how I did some of these, some of this process with you guys. Some of these are not Project Life cards necessarily. So here's one. I think this is from Gossamer Blue here. Some of their cards. And on and on. So I've got some of the layouts done, like this one. I'm going to share it with you guys. I'll share that layout with you guys in the coming weeks. What spawned my catching up video that I posted this last week and showed you kind of my process for filling in all this stuff was I wanted to get rid of two boxes that are sitting in my scrapbook room. They're just filled with pictures. So they're boxes like this, and they're just stuffed full with 4x6s. Well, this week I emptied one of them. So now I only have one box of photos. And how I did this was I just put them in albums. I used the pocket protectors, and I didn't even decorate them or anything. So this is, let's see, this is from 2010, and I end up having about an album and a half of each year. So what I just did with this one was, this was the end of 2010. So I used one of those divider tabby things I showed you guys in a different video. And I wrote 2011 on it, so that's where my 2011 photos start. So all I did was just stuck the photos in kind of in an arrangement, and I don't have any journaling cards or any information with the photos. I just got them in chronological order, sorted them, stuck them in the albums in kind of like groupings of what a layout would be, and then I can go back and either make 12 by 12s later or fill in all the journaling cards and stuff. So that is what I did. I was really proud that I got a whole box out of my room so I can use this box for other supplies. I'm just really excited. I'm going to end up going through the second box coming up soon. I don't know when. Maybe sometime over Christmas I'll work on that a little bit. The other thing I did was I got my 2014 binder ready. So I just used some thickers. Generally I use thickers for these, and it just says 2014. This is one from the Project Life American Crafts brand. Again, it's a D-ring and it's never been opened until now. You could hear it kind of making noise. So I'm excited. My 2014 album is ready to go. That is just what I've been working on lately. I haven't made any cards. I haven't done any Copic coloring. I haven't made any 12 by 12 layouts. I've just been filling in my photos and working a little bit on some of these layouts. I think I've made 3 layouts so far, and I plan on making a few more over this Christmas break. But that's pretty much it. I've just been really having fun documenting things and using those 2 kits. For our giveaway today, I'm giving away some retired stamps. These are from my own stash. What I did was I just put them into our pockets for our SP storage binders. So I've got 3 stamp sets here. I've got the holiday pocket fillers or winter pocket fillers here, and I've got the Falling for Autumn, and I've got the Totally Awesome. So I just took these out of my own personal stash. Some of them have been used, most of them haven't even been used, and they're already in the pockets ready to go. All you have to do to enter to win is either like us on YouTube or follow us on the blog, or both, and leave a comment either place, and you'll be entered to win. You can have a maximum of 2 entries if you leave a comment on the blog and a comment under this video. That'll be 2 entries. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. We have a food spread, and then him getting his final paper signed that he's got to turn in so that it's official that he graduated, and then some little UT